right, hey friends, welcome to the Tea Time, the new web show where I'll be interviewing Edmonton's local drag queens, and today we have the spooky and kooky Chelsea Horrendous.
Yay, I'm in face.
Yes. Even I feel like even if you're not in face, you're in persona of Chelsea, because I feel like you're Chelsea all the time.
Yeah.
You're spook a little bit all the time.
I'm therapy away from being a transgender woman.
One surgery, I feel like, too. Right?
I want a couple.
Oh. Okay.
I want the vagina to be deep.
Oh. As deep as like it is into your black heart?
As deep as my soul.
Alright, how are you this evening? I feel like it's like October, so I feel like that's like your month. Is it like your Christmas month right now?
It's a busy month for every drag queen.
What do you got on the go? I know you're... What do you have going on?
What don't I have on the go? I have my weekly show, Saturday Sucks. It's going to be the 1-year anniversary of Homicidal.
Yes.
My God. The Artery has booked me again for a show, me and Lourdes.
Okay.
Fuck. I think there's a... Is it a wedding? I don't know. Something's happening at the end of the month.
There's a wedding?
I don't know. Bar mitzvah, something.
Drag queens at a wedding. I've never heard of that before, but I feel like that's a thing. Although our friends, or drag queen, we know a drag queen couple that's married, so a few of those. So I feel like that's fine. But I feel like this has been a big year for you, doing a lot of drag. You had Alberta's Drag Superstar.
Yes.
You do have your Saturday shows at Buddies, and then you do the Sunday shows at Evolution a lot. Can you talk about a few of those things? Like, how was the Drag Superstar?
Oh my God. A lot less of a shit show than I thought it would be.
Really?
Especially considering there's going to be like a lot of out-of-town queens. It's a competition. I kind of feared like we were just going to be at each other's necks.
Right.
And I was really surprised just like how professional a lot of queens are, especially a lot of queens I won't name that are notorious for being like incredible cunts.
Right.
And like they either kept their mouths shut or like just kept to themselves, which like really surprised me. Because do you think that's where the claws are going to come out? Is right backstage.
Oh, and what were you were surprised by how friendly? Do you anything like? What was your biggest like surprise? That was your biggest surprise from that whole contest?
Yes and no, because like I wasn't really shocked because I'm like we are professionals in what we do,
right?
But I was more shocked in just the amount everyone helped each other.
Oh.
Well, the majority of everyone that helped each other.
There's no marbles or anything thrown backstage.
No, like no one was trying to sabotage each other. Like if they were trying to sabotage each other, they just did nothing.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It's good to hear that you guys are still like competing for the little crown that Tiara got.
The
and,
tiara
like,
on tiara.
Money. Yeah, but you guys are all getting along still, even though it was like a...
Oh, fuck. Well, I think... Was it before that? I can't remember when the Evo Girl show was.
There's too many of them. I can't keep track.
I can't remember if it was after or before that, but I've... Like, of course, Queens of the Orient were in there, and they're always fucking sweethearts every time I worked with them. Chanelta was in there, and who else? And Binky was hosting.
Yes. Well, Binky.
Who doesn't love Binky?
I know. She's...
I'm going to think it too. But...
Let's spill all the secrets. Well, you know what? We've spilled a little bit of tea, so let's crack open a beer.
Yes.
Oh, can you just handle that? I feel like I always mess that up. Other queens will have tea with, but Chelsea doesn't get tea. She gets beer. Now you do the Saturday Sucks shows at Buddies. Yes. How did that kind of come about?
Well, I recently got fired from a job in the summer.
Oop. And
I was like just scrounging around for any kind of fucking job that'll hire me, and then I just went into Woody's one day just to have a drink to drown my sorrows. And Shawana Millionaire, she came up to me and she's like, "Do you need a job?" I'm like, "As a matter of fact, I do." She's like, "Would you also like to host a show?" Okay, this is coming out of fucking nowhere, but sure. And apparently the owners have been keeping an eye on me.
Oh.
Like sort of headhunting
Like binoculars a little bit?
A little bit. It almost seemed like a little bit like headhunting.
Right.
But no, talked to the owner. He wanted me to do a weekly show. And I said, hopefully I don't burn out. And I haven't yet. So...
That's exciting.
I know.
How do you find it? Do you find it easy to get talent for those shows? Or how's that going?
It depends on the week because it's not a drag show. It's just I call it a talent show for weirdos because I will literally take anyone. If you can go on a stage and you have something to show, fucking show it.
Yeah.
But like it depends on people's availability because sometimes like like I'll go out to a night and I see a performer, I'm like, oh, I want that performer, and they either want to be paid, which I can't afford to do right now, or like their availability just sucks because it's on Saturday. That's why I call taxi sucks.
Going into that, and like something I want to talk about later, but we're just going to hop into it because it sort of fit.
Mm-hmm.
I know the owners of Evolution wanted to start paying queens, and there's kind of like this whole thing where I talk to Lilith, and Lilith tells me some things. And Edmonton kind of queens were just kind of like, we don't want to get paid for shows. What was the consensus with that? Because I feel like I was a queen, and I'm not. I don't think that I will be. I'd want to get paid because.
Well, it really depends on the queen because, especially with me and Lilith, like we want to do this as a living,
right?
Because frankly, we're good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, as much as I'd love to work in a bar for the rest of my life, I want to get paid doing something I love, and I'm starting to get that. So, like with a lot of the older queens, they said they had to do all these free shows for so many years, and I think me and Lilith were really lucky in that when we started, we almost immediately start getting paid shows.
Right.
And so I guess we're kind of spoiled in the sense of we've already paid some of our dues, that we've done a lot of free shows, don't get me wrong. But I don't know, it just it legitimizes in what we're doing.
Yeah. It gives you some value to it, and like it's not just a hobby, it's like you're actually getting paid for it. And it helps when you have to order the dresses and order the wigs and
the makeup and the fake blood and limbs and God knows what else.
That's what I would like to do it because it's expensive. Like I went shopping with a friend who wants to get into drag, and we bought like maybe an outfit and a half, $40 at Valley Village still. But and like that adds up, and he's gonna buy makeup and hair, and so. And
green wigs aren't cheap. It is so hard to fucking find those things.
Really?
Fuck whoever put me in that poster and started putting me in green hair and made it my trademark. Fuck them straight to hell. But.
So speaking of your starting, how did you start doing drag? Because I know you told me recently, and I think it's hilarious. So you're gonna swear for you guys.
Oh God. So. There was this bar that I used to go to called the Pawn Shop, and I still go every now and then. But for the longest time, they had a Saturday night, and it was sort of like the old New City. So it was like lots of goth, lots of punk shit, and I love going. But what you get with every fucking punk bar is the bathrooms are absolutely just fucking disgusting. And I go into the guy's bathroom, and I can't pee standing up, so I am forced to sit down. And every time I went to the stall, the water would be filled all the way up to the brim. I'm just like, well, I'm not going to make dick tea in this toilet.
No, I don't want that.
So I'd go over to the girl's bathroom, and security would be like, you can't go in there because you're not a woman. And I thought, well, it's kind of bullshit. Yeah. So I decided, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go and drag and see if they have anything to say about it. And they did it. So I did that for, God, I'd say about 6 months I started doing that.
Jeez.
And I can't even remember. I think I just went up to a gay bar one day, and I was in drag as Chelsea, and this is before I wore boobs. Like I just totally wanted to gender fuck everything I did. And God, what name did she go under then? It was Felicia Rimbottom, also known as Sissy Fister. She discovered me, as it were, at the bar. And she's like, "You look fucked up. You should come talk to us." So she talked to me, and she told me about this event that she's doing. I believe it was Bring Your Own Queer at Hooligans.
Right.
Which is now the abandoned Bannock Burger. And she got me my first show, and that room was fucking packed. And then since that, ball kept rolling.
Jesus. And how did you decide on Chelsea Horrendous?
Oh God, well, at first I didn't have a name, so when I was going up to the bar,
this random bitch is now on stage.
No, people just called me Daniel. Everyone just knew me as Daniel.
Yeah.
And how did I come up with the name again? I was shopping through some names, and I was like, I really don't know what to call myself. And I think it was me and my friend were talking about haircuts. And she's like, is there a haircut you would absolutely would not get? I'm like, fucking Chelsea haircuts. Do you know what a Chelsea cut is?
No.
It's what skinhead girls get.
Oh.
So it's completely shaved all the way to the top, but you still have the bangs, and you still get the sideburns, and sometimes they keep the back. It looks good on some people, but in the majority of women, it looks horrendous.
Yeah.
And so Chelsea Horrendous was born.
How did she give birth? Perfect. I've never heard that before. That's cool. I feel like a lot of people just throw random names together, and I feel like that's a funny thing on commentary.
Yeah.
I like that.
Fuck skinhead bitches. The racist ones, anyway.
Oh, goodness. So, how do you decide what you want to perform? Because I feel like your drag is very, like, like something like hippie parents would... Well, my parents aren't hippies, but, like, if my crazy aunts would listen to, or, like, World War II, like, you're all over the place, but you're very... You're not top 40 queen, let's just say that
That's
much.
actually a good question. Basically, I want to do what other queens won't do.
Right.
I'm not trying to be Celine Dion.
Can we
I'm
ever
not
get a
trying to
Britney
be...
Spears number out of you?
Only if I'm making fun of it. Only if I'm making fun of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I'm not trying to be Beyonce. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to be all these fucking divas.
Well, there's been
We're
recently-
already men dressed as women. We're already
Right.
fucking clowns. Why not make fun of it? And
Yeah.
also making fun of the gender roles as well. It's
Yeah.
like I'm this tall, giant, scary woman, and I'm like squirting blood out of my vagina, or like having a crucifix ejaculate on me. Like,
Right.
it's like, how far can I take it?
Because how many queens have you seen lately doing like Ariana Grande Break Free? Too many. Whereas I've not seen you, nor will see you do that song.
No.
Right. So it's fun. And like I don't even know where you like where does it come from? Because like I feel like you just throw it all together, or do you see something that inspires you and you're like, this is what I want to take my direction.
Oh,
my
it
drag
comes
in.
from everywhere, but the majority of my really strong numbers came from just being bored on the bus. Because of my
Oh.
old job, I used to have to travel to Mill Woods,
Yeah.
which is over an hour-long bus ride, and I'd just be on my iPod and just like listen to music and just be like, I could do something fucked up to this.
Huh. Huh.
And just think of like movie clips, or just like first I start off with the song and I'd be like, well, how can I fuck it up? And be like, well, I could put this movie quote in, and then I'll just go on YouTube and just get really drunk one day with some friends and just like be like, that was really funny. Or I talk to Lilith, like
Yeah.
me and Lilith feed off each other. Like, we have the best chemistry.
There's a clip. There's the number you guys did for the show 2s. Love that number because it mixes. Excuse my burp. There's it mixes Degrassi. It mixes Batman. It mixes the most popular girls in school, like the YouTube series. Like it mixes everything. Like it's really cool. That's what I love about the Homicidal Girls. They find random things about pop culture and then mix it all together and make one piece.
Well, that one was definitely a group collective, because I originally just wanted to do an all Degrassi number because I thought it would have been hilarious, but unfortunately a lot of the girls are way too young to know what Degrassi is. So instead of trying to explain it to them, I'm like, well, put your input in. What the fuck do you think we should put in this? And it just turned into like some weird, twisted, homicidal version of a teen drama.
Yeah, I love it. You know what? Let's get into reading, because we love to read bitches.
Fuck.
The glasses are for you. Let's pull this up.
The thing is, I'm not funny when I'm read. I'm just mean.
That's why I picked people for this reading who can take it.
Oh, I recently just got my computer something. This isn't... Yeah.
All right, Sister Mary.
I can't even see.
Oh, I'm sorry.
These aren't my prescription.
Okay. All right, let's bring
Sister
this
Mary
in.
Clarence, oh my god, when she first started doing drag, she almost looked like a Vulcan. A Vulcan with like the heaviest brow you've ever seen. It's like no woman's eyebrows are this high up.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't even have a forehead, she had like one finger.
Oh my goodness.
We don't even... But hilarious. Like, for what she can't do on stage, she definitely works for on a mic.
Yes. And we miss Martin. We love you. Miss you.
Of course.
All right, next we got Meltrix.
Meltrix, I love Meltrix.
Really?
I don't know if I could read that bitch, because like...
You know what? Like, there's a web show. There's like the Hey Queen that they're like,
yeah,
they can just talk about the other queens. So like we have another.
I can only just compliment her.
We have sisters of yours in here. We can talk.
Like, I guess the only really bad thing, it's not even a bad thing to say, is like she's one of the new queens, but she's one of the new queens that like I love working with, and when she's backstage, she'll share her 2 cents, but other than that, like if drama's going down, just keeps her cool, stays quiet, which I think is a very smart thing to do.
Yeah. Next. One of the judges during Bird's Next Drag Superstar, Miss Courtney Axe.
Oh, Courtney Axe. She was so tiny, and I knew she was going to be fucking tiny. And again, I can't say anything bad about her, because she took me aside when she was signing autographs, and she's like, "You're my top 2."
Yes.
So, I don't know if I could talk shit about her, besides why wasn't I just your first pick?
Right? I thought you were great. And yeah, It was a great show.
Actually, I do have something to mean. That Mean Gay song, it sucks.
Yes.
It sucks.
It's awful. Also, she has a new song with Willem in Alaska. Oof, don't look it up. It's bad. Sorry, Courtney. Sorry, Willem. Sorry, Alaska.
God, any of those fucking queens in their albums, they're awful.
Tiramisu.
Tiramisu. Oh my god.
What will you do?
So high maintenance.
Really?
So high maintenance. Doing a show and you need all the fans set up. And even in the back, just help with everything. My god, she's so needy. I almost feel like that every time she's doing a show, I should bring a UNICEF box. Because, like, she just needs everything.
Oh,
but I love her. It's totally worth, like, all the prep and the getting ready and the help because she fucking pulls it off.
A diva. A diva that's worth it.
Oh, yes.
All right, next we got Miss Lilith.
Oh, fuck.
In
You mean Fat Chelsea? Fat Chelsea.
I don't know about that. Lilith kills me. In this number too is when she made fun of her mother, which I don't know. She's a risk taker, and I love that about her.
I don't know. Is that really her mother? Like, I don't know. Out of the fairs, I think like Lilith is like the test tube baby because like she wasn't even like gestating or anything. Like she just sort of happened.
I feel like she was given up. I feel like she was like birthed and like okay bye.
Oh, it wasn't even like abandonment. It's just sort of like I just want to like sort of attach my name to you.
Yes.
And then say all these horrible things about you behind your back and.
Yeah.
I don't know. Guess who got voted fucking like #1 performer in Edmonton?
Right?
Wasn't Vanity.
TJB.
TJB, the only queen who's older than me. She's old as dirt.
I don't know. She's only 106.
She's only 106. But like she's in the Bible, you know.
Really?
Yeah, she was there during the 3rd day in Genesis.
Oh, Jesus.
So I like to ask her what it was like back then before there was light. The only time she looked good in drag.
Before Facebook.
Before Facebook.
Was there even a time
BFB.
before that?
BFB.
Yes.
That should be like a timeline.
All right. So we've read some bitches. We've talked about your drag past. Where can people see you next?
Oh, God. Well, I won't be living in Edmonton for much longer.
Oh.
I am moving to Toronto.
We're upset about that, I feel like.
Oh, there's going to be other me's that are going to come and go through here.
There's people like birthing all over the place right now with drag queens.
Yeah, I'm barren, luckily, so like, you're not going to be singing a horrendous.
All right, in the next month, where can people see you next? Because this is hopefully going on the internet soon.
Oh, God. Well, definitely the 1-year anniversary of Homicidal. We're showing Return of the Living Dead. It's going to be spectacular because all the queens are picking their favorite performers throughout the year. So.
Oh, so like you're having a whole kapalooza of drag queens.
Well, usually we do like 1 or 2 numbers.
Right.
This time everyone's just doing strictly 1 number. So in case there's like that strong makeup look we want to do or that outfit that we can't get out or back into.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to be as messy as possible.
Jeez.
Without cake.
Oh, okay. Good. No, nothing Moran needs to sweep up.
Well, he's going to need a mop.
Oh.
And a squeegee. Right. And I'm also warning people not to wear white during that show unless you like you want a souvenir.
All right. You've got your homicidal finale.
And Saturday Sucks, which is every Saturday.
Okay.
Oh my God. There's the Cadaveré at the Artery, which I believe is on the 14th.
Okay.
It's a Friday. I'm doing that Florida as the Mary Virgin.
Right.
And God, I know there's more. I just can't think of them.
Okay. Well, those are all places you can catch Chelsea Horrendous in the next month. I'd like you to thank you for stopping coming by, and today you get a crown for coming. So I crown you my queen.
It's the only crown I'll ever win.
All right, so that's the first episode of Tea Time, and thanks to our guest Chelsea Horrendous for stopping by. Bye, everybody. Bye.